Radharani, she has a mirror ring. It's a ring that has a small mirror on it. So it is a very special mirror. And she actually has a very important function for that. And we are going to very soon explain why. So Chaurulila means the stealing pasta. So when Radharani's mirror ring was stolen, stolen by whom? By that black fellow, that black cheater. But the story begins like this. One day, few days before Kartik starts, Radharani, she's thinking, I want to learn new dance steps. I want to learn new dance steps. So then she thought, I will learn from Krishna because Krishna is the best dancer. Then she decided that she is going to meet with Krishna on the banks of Yamuna, and she's going to learn new lessons. Why? Because Kartik month is approaching, and then she has to do a very nice rasa dance with Krishna. So she's thinking like this. But when Lalita heard this idea, and Vishaka also, then when Vishaka heard this idea, she was not happy. And Vishaka said, what is this nonsense idea? Why you have to learn dancing from Krishna on the bank of Jamuna? You know he's a very clever person. Huh? Why do you need to learn dance from him? Actually, you are his dancing teacher. Hmm? Everyone knows that you actually teach him how to dance. And then Radharani say, oh Vishaka, why you speaking like this? You know, my Sham, he's the Natavarananda Kishore, he's the best of all dancers. And I can definitely learn very nice steps from him. Then Vishaka said, no, I am smelling something wrong. Okay, Radha, at least you can call him to come here. Call him, we will arrange a place for you, and then you can dance with him here. Hmm. Then Radharani she replies saying, have you ever seen a well run towards a thirsty person? Or a thirsty person that has to run towards the well? So in this way, I am having desire to meet with Krishna. Why should I request him to come? Then Vishaka is saying, oh, I think this is a very bad idea, but anyhow, you do as you wish. It's up to you. So then Radharani, she went to bank of Yamuna. And then she met with Krishna there. And then they were um, dancing. They were learning from each other. And then uh, at the end, Radharani is saying, okay, I'm now very tired. So I want to go back. And Krishna said, no problem. We can have a walk, a little bit walk on the bank of the Ganges. And then you can go back, no problem. And then, okay. So Radharani, she left. And then she came back to her Sakis. So there is a routine for dressing and undressing Radharani. So when the Sakis, when the Manjaris, especially the Manjaris, when they are dressing Radharani, they have to count 64 different ornaments. This is the fixed number of Radharani's ornaments. So they have to take out counting 64 and then they have to dress her counting 64. So they will make sure they're not missing, a single ornament because 64, you can get lost, right? So they control very easy, very easily. So as the Manjaris, they were undressing Radharani, they found out that one is missing. There is only 63. And now they are searching here and there. What is missing? What is missing? And finally they found out. The mirror ring is missing. And Vishaka said, I told that something wrong was going to happen. I knew who stole it. That black fellow. He stole this from you. And the Radharani say, why, Vishaka, you are speaking like this? Don't speak bad about him like this. Maybe I lost it on the way. Let us find out. Vishaka say, no, I know that he has stolen from you this. The Radha say, how can you prove it? Then Vishaka say, just wait. So Vishaka, she ran towards Krishna. And then she find him. And then she's asking, Krishna, where is the mirror ring of Radharani? Krishna said, ring? I don't know anything about ladies' ring. Do you think I know anything about ladies' ring? Then Vishaka said, of course, you have stolen it. I know. Then Radharani said, then Vishaka is saying, no, sorry, then Krishna is asking, okay, what type of ring was that? Maybe a nose ring, ear ring, a toe ring, finger ring. Then Vishaka say, you see how you know very well about all the types of ladies' rings? You're very expert in that, I know. Then Krishna say, I have nothing with me. Why you came to blame me? Then Vishaka say, can I search you? And Krishna say, okay, why not? You can search you. Then Vishaka say, okay. She jumped and she started quickly searching here and there, and she found the mirror ring was here on his dhoti, in the folding, part where we hide key, coins, money, everything. This is how we carry things. And Vishaka, she found the mirror ring there. Then she said, you see, I knew from very beginning. I know your nature. Now I'm going to Radharani and I'm going to tell her that you have stolen it. Then she came back to Radharani. Then when she told Radharani, you see, I found the ring was with Krishna. Then Radha said, oh my God, you told me. Actually, you informed me. But I did not believe you. And then Lalita said, I have a plan. Let us take revenge from him. And then Lalita said, you know what is the worst thing you can do to someone who has hurt you? Stop talking to that person. Don't talk to that person anymore. That's the best punishment you give to someone. Then Radharani said, yes, I will never talk to Krishna again. And then Vishaka said, no, I have another plan. Let us steal Krishna's most precious thing. So he will taste his own, poison. Let us steal his fruit. Then Radharani said, but Vishaka, I don't know how to steal. It's so innocent. Say, I don't know how to steal. Vishaka said, I will teach you, don't worry. So what can I do? You just come with me. So it was in the afternoon. So they went to Govardhan and they found that Krishna was taking rest. But the Sakhas, they also rest with Krishna. They also sleep with Krishna. And Madhumangal, when he is going to sleep, he's always afraid that Krishna, he may wake up before and start walking and leave him behind. So what Madhumangala does, he takes his chadar, his blanket, and he ties in one of his legs and the other he ties on Krishna's leg. So if Krishna stands up and start walking, automatically he will trample and Madhumangala will wake up. So Madhumangala he tied, then he went to sleep. As Madhumangala and Krishna, they are both sleeping. Vishaka and Radha, they arrive. Just like two cats, walking like a cat, very silently. They steal Krishna's fruit. Then Vishaka said, not only the flute, take the peacock feather. Then Radharani is taking the peacock feather. Not only, take Krishna's chadar. Krishna has a grey chadar. And she stole the grey chadar of Krishna. Grey? Grey. Not only that, steal Krishna's herding stick. Then she stole Krishna's herding stick. Now, okay, you should steal Krishna's turban. And they stole everything. Then they left. No one heard anything, no one saw anything. Then suddenly Krishna wakes up. He stands up and he begins walking. Then he trembles because his leg was tight and he falls. And from one side, Madhumangala, he wakes up because he was pulled. And then both are looking to each other and laughing in surprise. Krishna is laughing at Madhumangala and Madhumangala is laughing at Krishna. Why? Madhumangala is saying, Krishna, what happened? Where is your turban? Where is your peacock feather? Where is your flute? Where is your herding stick? Where is your nupur? His uncle bells also they stole. You look like naked. And then Krishna says, and what about you? You have only half mustache. Before leaving, Vishaka told, I'm going to play, a trick with this false brahmin, this so-called Brahmin. She shaved half mustache of Madhu. But now you might be wondering how Madhu has mustache. He's just a young boy, isn't it? Actually, Madhumangala is 8 years older than Krishna. So when Krishna is 7 in this pastime, he's 15. And with 15, you can have mustaches. Especially in ancient times. People used to get, older faster. Right? Nowadays, it's like the boys, they take too long, to develop. Much less testosterone, much less, war, wildlife, all in the apartment, like that. So they mature much later. So then they are very upset. Said, who did this? Then there is only one person able to do this. This is Radharani in her Sakis. Nobody else can do it. So now Krishna is thinking, what can we do? Because I have to recover my things. I lost everything. Then Madhumangala had one idea. He said, Krishna, we can disguise as elder gopis. And we can go to Javat. And we can, not Javat, sorry, Varshana. And we can sit at the gate of Vrishabhanu Maharaj's house. And then we can begin to cry, calling for Krishna. So then, Krishna said, oh, this is a very good idea. Let us do it. So they dressed as elder gopis. And they went to Varshana. So they sat at the gate of Vrishabhanu Maharaj's palace. And they began to cry, oh Krishna, oh Shamsundar, where are you? Where are you? They're crying very loud. Radharani, she heard. Vishaka heard. Others, they heard it. They came to the gate. And they saw these elder gopis lamenting, crying. They said, oh, hey, my dear gopi, why are you lamenting, crying so much? And they said, oh, we are feeling separation from Krishna. We want to meet with Krishna, this and that. Radharani, she became so, empathic. She said, oh, my dear gopis, please don't feel bad. We'll do something to pacify you. We'll do something to relieve your suffering. Then Vishaka had one idea. She told Radha, you have all Krishna's special items. You can disguise as Krishna. And you can come to pacify these gopis. Radha said, very good idea. I'll do it. So then, she went inside. She dressed as Krishna. And she made her body dark, everything. And she was just like Krishna. Exactly like him. And then she comes and say, "Oh, my dear gopis, I'm here, please don't cry." And Krishna saw all his items, his flute, his turban, and everything. Immediately, he jumped out of his disguise and caught Radharani and took everything away from her, ran from that place. And then everyone was so this is the stolen mirror ring. So now, what is the meaning of this mirror ring? Why Radharani uses this mirror ring? There is some very, very special reason for that. You know, when ladies, especially young ladies, when they are in public, they have to cover their face with the veil in Vrindavan. So they cannot look, straight. They cannot look towards any other man or boy. They always have to look down. So if Krishna is there, she cannot look at him directly because, it is not proper etiquette. Then what she does? She looks down to her mirror ring. And then from the mirror ring, she's having the reflection of Krishna there. And then she's having darshan of Krishna from the mirror ring. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Radhe ki Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam. Radharani, she has many types of rings. I will tell you.
Maharaj, the Krishna, he stole the flute factors, and then that part was finished, and then
he ran away.
How he could steal it? So I mean, they were. I mean,
I think you do not pay attention properly. Radharani came disguised as Krishna with all the items that she stole. She was there in front of him. He jumped and he took everything from her, and then he ran away. How you want that to finish, I don't know. But this is how our Goswamis are right in the first time.
It's a cliffhanger.
Everyone has to find his own story.
The beauty is during the pastime, not necessarily the ending of the pastime. The nice stuff come in between. This is not like a Hollywood thing, that it has to have some grand finale, something like that. There are many pastimes. All right. This is another pastime presented by Srila Rupa Goswami Pad in Punjabi. One time, Radharani, she was feeling so much separation from Krishna, and she was very restless. She was feeling very, very restless. And then she was like completely, motionless. No desire for anything. She was completely like depressive. Then Vishaka came, and then Vishaka said, "Radha, I have a suggestion for you. Why don't you write a letter to Krishna? I think that will pacify your heart, and you can send him this letter. Maybe he will feel inspired to come and meet you." I said, "Oh, this is not a bad idea." Immediately, Vishaka brought a lotus petal and ink, and then she gave to Radha. See, Radha, you can write now this letter to Krishna. Radha say, "Oh, what can I write about him?" And for a long time she was thinking. 3 hours passed and she's absorbed. Then Lalita came and she looked at the petal. Haribol, what happened?
Language barriers.
Oh. You need translation.
Sometimes some words.
Okay.
He doesn't speak German.
He's Ukrainian boy. No problem. Okay, now I'm understanding why there is.
Just one word.
No problem. um, so then Lalita, she came to check, and when she looked in the petal, there was only the syllable Krish written. Then Lalita is saying, "You're not going to write anything? You're not going to write anything?" Then Radha say, "Oh, okay, Radha, don't worry. What you wrote is beautiful." Lalita was telling to Vishaka, "If we wait, it may take days. So better we stop here." She wrote, "Very nice, Krish." Not even finished his name. But I think he will like it. And then Lalita said, "Oh, Radha, this is a beautiful letter you have written. No need to do anything else. Let us take to Krishna." And then they call Anang Manjari. Rati Manjari, sorry. Rati Manjari, she brings a golden pot. She folds that petal, puts in a golden pot, covers it, and again covers with her own veil. And then she runs towards Krishna to find where is Krishna. When she arrives at the very spot, she is watching from a distance what Krishna is doing. He's with his friends there around. But then the thing is that Krishna is also feeling very much morose, very sad, because he's also feeling separation from Srimati Radha. And Subal, he noticed it. And Subal is asking, "Krishna, why are you like this today? What happened?" And he said, "My friend, that girl who stole my heart, I can't stop thinking about her." Then Madhumangala is saying, "Who is this girl? Who is that girl who can make you think like this?" And Subal says, "There is only one girl that can make Krishna like this. This is the daughter of Prishaman Maharaj." And then Madhumangala, he was thinking, how can we pacify Krishna? I am praying to Bhagavan. Hey Bhagavan, please help us. How can we pacify Krishna? At that very moment, Rati Manjari, she comes. And then she says, "I have something to Krishna." Radharani sent a letter to him. I say, "Oh, really?" Then Madhumangala say, "Oh, Bhagavan heard my prayers very quick because I'm a Pakka Brahman. Quickly Bhagavan will, fulfill my prayers." That's okay, give me this. I'm giving to Krishna. Then she opens that golden pot. She takes the lotus petal and then she gives to Madhumangala. Madhumangala opens it. Say, "What type of letter is this?" I say, "Please don't say anything. Just give him." It's okay. And he gives to Krishna. Then Krishna, he takes that. And then when he looks, he said, "Oh, how beautiful. What a beautiful letter Radharani wrote me." And then Subal Sakai is saying, "Oh Krishna, please read aloud. What did she write? Please read aloud." And then Krishna say, "Okay, I'm going to read." So Krishna takes the lotus petal and then he says, like wiping his tears, in emotion. Krishna is saying, she wrote, "Oh, supremely beautiful Shama Sundar, your humble maid servant petitions you from the core of her heart. Your form is permanently etched in my mind. Yet it causes me distress because you block every path of escape. Your youthful beauty is unmatched. Each smile is an arrow. Each gesture shakes my soul. I have hidden this torment from all, even from myself. No one knows what has happened to me." So why Krishna is interpreting this like this?
Warum?
Because this is the meaning of Krish. Krish comes from akarshan, means to attract. So Krishna is always thinking that, oh, the whole world must be feeling separation from me. The whole world must be missing me. I am the all attractive one. So this is the mood that Krishna is bringing, that Radha is his maidservant, right? But let's see how this story can, reverse. So one of the Mangala says, oh, such a lovely letter deserves a reply. Krishna, would you like to write something back? Rati Manjari can take it. Krishna said, oh, very good idea. Very quick, Rati Manjari brought a new white lotus petal and ink. And Krishna took it, and then he sat down. He closed his eyes. And just by thinking about Radharani, what to write, he gets into trance. And for many hours, he's just sitting there. After some time, Subal comes. I say, Krishna, let me see what you have written. When he takes the letter, he sees only Ra. Say, only Ra? 3 hours you only write Ra. What type of romantic letter is this? But then Madhumangala says, don't worry, it may take many days. Let us keep like this. Rather, she will understand. Then quickly they gave to Rati Manjari this letter. She very carefully folded, kept in the golden pot, closed it, wrapped with her veil, and then she went. When she came back, she gave to Radharani this letter. Radharani, she said, oh, he replied my letter? And she took that letter to her chest, and she felt like, oh, life is coming back. And then Lalita and Vishaka and others, quickly open, we want to see, what is that? Open, see. And very carefully she's opening that. Then she sees only Ra. Then Vishaka says, it's a good match. One is writing Krish, another one is writing Ra. Same nature, same feeling, same thing. But then, what is the meaning of this Ra? Actually, Ra alone is a mantra. It is a bridge between separation and meeting. And it reveals how Krishna is full submissive to Vrindavaneshwari Srimati Radhika. And this is described in Narada Pancharatra, that by uttering only the word Ra, devotees obtain bhakti and mukti. And by uttering the word Dha, one obtains the place of Sri Hari. So Krishna, he wrote Ra. So what did he get? He got bhakti and mukti, right? What is the bhakti Krishna wants? No, that is love for Srimati Radhika. And what is the mukti he wants?
Mukti from separation.
Yes, very good. Mukti from separation of Srimati Radhika. So in this way, and if he says Dha, what he gets? Place near Sri Hari. Means near Hara. So he gets association of Radha. So the name Radha comes from the verbal root Radha. Radh means to worship, to please, to satisfy. So Radha means that person who worships and pleases Krishna the best. Right? This is the straight meaning of Radha. The one who pleases and worships Krishna the best. But we can also have a more detailed explanation of this. Actually, in Samaveda, there is a definition of the name Radha, how this name was built from letter to letter. So Ra means Ra and A. Because in Sanskrit we don't say R, we say Ra. Ra and A means Ra. When you merge two vowels in short vowels, it becomes a long vowel. So Ra means that to dispel the sins of millions of births and frees one from the consequences of evil deeds. This is Ra. Now what is A? Means this A. Akar Garbha Bashant. This is emancipating one from the cycle of birth and death and extinguishing disease and death. Then Dha. Dha means prevents the loss of longevity. Again, A, the Radha, last A, means frees one from worldly bondage. So we see here two different types of meanings. A little more devotional meaning means the one who is worshipping Krishna the best, and a little more, what to say, karma kanda meaning, like freeing one from sins, liberating from a cycle of birth and death. Rather, she can give everything from A to Z. Don't think that her name is not giving that. Her name is the most powerful name. If Krishna's name gives you bhukti, what to speak of Radharani's name, right? So she can give from A to Z everything. But this is not the real meaning of the Gauriya Vaishnavas Acharyas. The meaning that our Gauriya Acharyas give to the name Radha is totally different than this. So what Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says is that Radha means the one who is worshipped by Krishna. That is Radha. And why is that? Because this is the mood called Swadhina Bhartrika. Swadhina Bhartrika is the name of that heroine who is able to control the hero and make him submissive to her. This is called Swadhina Bhartrika.
Still in the world is like this.
It happens definitely. There are many ladies who are Swadhina Bhartrika also. You see, the whole, psychological archetype of humans are in Radha and Krishna. They're all the stereotypes are in Radha Krishna. Actually, you can learn psychology only by studying the pastimes. All the root of all psychology, human psychology, it's in the pastimes. So basically, life is based on the relationship of man and woman. That's how we come in this world. That's how society is built. So this is the relation between hero and heroine, right? So Krishna, he's the perfect and original hero. Radha, she's the perfect and original heroine. So whatever happens there comes down in type of domino effect. The domino effect, like that. So, but our Gaudiya Sampradaya has a special mood because our Gaudiya Sampradaya is based on the Manjaris, the servants of the maid servants of Shrimati Radhika, who comes in this world as our acharyas, right? So, what is the specific mood that the Manjaris have towards Krishna? Do they want to see Krishna being served by Radharani? Do they want to see Radha crying for Krishna's separation? Never. What they want to see? Krishna suffering for Radharani, Krishna crying for Radharani, Krishna massaging Radha's feet, Krishna serving Radha. And when that happens, this is Swadhina Bhartrika mood. I think last time I came, I explained this, how this name Madhava comes. Did I explain this? The song Jairat Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari? No. Okay. It's very interesting. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he says that when Radha, she is in the mood of Swadhina Bhartrika, her name is Madhavi.
Mahavir.
Yeah.
Mahavir.
So that hero who is submissive to Madhavi, he is called Madhava. Oh boy.
Madhavi. Madhava. Madhavi.
Yes. Hey, Vedas. Hare Krishna. Dandavata.
Maharaj was calling for you. Yeah.
I was asking, where is Vedvyas?
Therefore, I'm calling you to come.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
So just to make it brief, when Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote this song, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari, actually he is describing this situation that Radha is able to control Krishna. So Gurudev explained the meaning of Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. He says, first, try to understand one thing. What is the meaning of Jaya? When we say Jai
Victory.
or Jaya,
Victory.
it means victory. It's not like all glories to. This is a very, like simple translation. But to become victorious over someone, to conquer someone, this is the real meaning of Jai. So Gurudev says that when we say Radha Govinda ki Jai, Vrinda Devi ki Jai, Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai, Gurudev ki Jai, what are we want to say? Oh Gurudev, oh Radha Govinda, oh Vrinda Devi, please become victorious over my heart. Become victorious over myself. I want to become your slave. I want to be defeated and conquered by you. You are my master. This is the real meaning of giving Jai. It's not say, oh, glories to you, oh, glories to you. This is implicit. But what is the real glorification in the sense? Is when you say, this person is my master. Because I can say, oh, such and such a person, they are great. Does not mean that I am saying I am their servant, right? I can say Einstein is great, someone else is great. I'm not saying I am his servant.
Neutral.
It's neutral, right? So only giving the meaning of all glories to Jai is not enough. Because the real glorification is to say, that person that I am uttering the name is my master. And there is nothing else to say, right? If that person is my master, he's the most glorious one. If I want to surrender to that person, willingly surrender, then that person is the best person in the whole world, right? No one wants to surrender to someone who is a bogus person, a foolish person. You want to surrender to the ideal person, right? So in this way, Gurudev is saying, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. This meaning goes, O Radhe, O Radha, you should be victorious over Krishna in the Nikunja Lila. Jaya Radha Madhava. O Radhe, you should become victorious over Krishna in the Nikunjas, means in the secret groves of on the actually this Nikunja means the battlefield of amorous pastimes, because there is actually a war, there is a conflict between Radha and Krishna's love. They are attacking each other, and there is a battlefield of amorous pastime. Yesterday we have heard how Radha and Krishna's beauty, they fight against each other, but no one will never face what? Defeat. Thank you, Prabhu.
So they are
Never face defeat.
It means they are like personal separate entities, their beauty, their alankar ornaments and so on.
Yes, it means that when you attack someone with love, the result must be only more love coming. But if you attack with hate, then hate will come. Then you have to destroy. It will be like a mutual destruction. But when the war is based on love, then that love is only increasing. So Gurudev used to say, love is such a thing that whatever obstacle comes in front of it, it will never diminish, never decrease, but will only increase. So in the material world, if a wife cheats the husband, that the husband's love will definitely decrease. He found an obstacle for his love, his love is going to decrease because it's not real love. But in the spiritual world, if Krishna meets with other gopis, rather she's very happy. She's very satisfied because she's only thinking about Krishna's satisfaction. Right? Now Radha, she took that letter, put against her chest, and she's thinking, now my life is coming back. Right? And then all the Sakis and Manjaris, they are, what did he wrote? What did he wrote? Ah. And then Radha say, okay, he wrote like this. O princess of Vrishabhan, from the day I first saw you, my life changed. I am captive of the hope that you may bless me with a sidelong glance. Meet me by the Yamuna beneath the Kadamba trees, where cuckoos sing and bees hum. Allow me to serve you. You are the queen of my heart. I am eternally your servant. Now, what is the mood that she saw there? She saw the mood of Krishna coming and serving her. This is Padina Bhartrika. Understand? This is the prominent mood that our Gaudiya Acharyas, they want to emphasize. But, for example, Jayadeva Goswami in Gita Govinda, Chandidas, Vidyapati, Vivamangala Thakur, they wrote beautiful books. And Mahaprabhu was relishing those poetries. But what was their mood? Sakhi Bhav, not Manjari Bhav. So what they write there in these books, said, oh, Krishna looks very beautiful when Radha worships his lotus feet. Is all the time Krishna the center and all the gopis around him. But what our Goswamis, they brought in the literature, Radha in the center and everyone else around her. So that's why we follow Rupa and Raghunatha. We don't even follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood. We follow Mahaprabhu in a general, for sadhana, for everything. But the specific Raganuga mood, we don't take from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we take from Rupa and Raghunatha. Because they are the ones who are giving Radha Dasyam. Mahaprabhu is not relishing that. Sometimes he does a little bit, he also relishes all types of rasas, including Manjari Bhav and all. But this is not his own mood because he's in the mood of Radharani. So Radharani is not going to worship herself. So Mahaprabhu is not for us a reference for Raganuga Bhakti. It is Rupa and Raghunath. Rupa Goswami is the one who brings the mood of Radha Dasyam and teaches how to achieve it. And what is the role of Raghunath Das Goswami? He's the best of the Rupanugas. So to learn how to follow Rupa Goswami, we need Raghunath Das. Because in the same way, Rupa Goswami is not going to teach bhakti to himself. But we need that, right? So therefore, always Rupa and Raghunath. The best books about Radha Dasyam are written by Rupa and Raghunath Das Goswami. But the best books for Rupa Nuga, it is only written by Raghunath Das Goswami. Vilap Kusumanjali and others, right?
What about Gopal Chandpur from Jiva?
It is only Leelas of Krishna Leela. It's nothing like specific to that.
Okay.
It's only Krishna Leela. It's like Bhagavatam expanded.
Yeah, I have it home.
Okay. So now, overwhelmed in joy that Krishna is ready to come and serve her, Radharani, she thinks, oh, he accepted me. So, that very night, Madhya Yashoda, when she thought Krishna was asleep, he climbed out of the window and then he ran in the forest, chanted the names of Radha. Radhe, 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 Jai, 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe, 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 Jai, 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe. Now you know what is the meaning of chanting Jai Jai Radhe. Means, oh Radhe, you should become victorious over me. And it's not only Srila Bhagavad Thakur. Rupa Goswami, what he wrote? Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite. Or rather, you should become victorious over Madhav, who is very dear to you. There are so many songs from all our Goswamis, from all sides.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Yes.
It's also like this.
Yes. There are many, many songs. Guru Ashtakam. Shiradika Madhava Yurapara. Madhurya Lila Guna Rupanamnam. Pratikshana Sadhana Lulupasya. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvin. Shiradika Madhava Yor. Shirada Madhav. What Gurudev is doing? He is serving Radha Madhav in the Kunja. In which way he is serving? He is with Krishna and both are serving Radharani. Everyone is serving Radharani. And you find so many songs where the name Madhav is being used in connection with this Madhavi, with the Swadhina Bhakti mood. So in this way, this is the pastime of the letter to Krishna. Yeah.
You said that Mahaprabhu, it was not his real highest aim to relish that Swadhina Patrika mood of Radharani, but
No, it is a different thing. I said about Radha Dasyam. I didn't say about Swadhina Bhatrika mood. Two talks. Definitely Mahaprabhu is relishing Swadhina Bhatrika because this is the highest when Radha is controlling, right? Definitely. But his main concern is of Radharani's mood of separation from Krishna. That is his main concern. Because at that point, love goes to the highest peak, not in the mood of Swadhina Bhatrika. Swadhina Bhatrika is a mood of the heroine, one of the moods of the heroine. But what Mahaprabhu is relishing, what Krishna is relishing, is Radharani's separation mood. And that is his own business, his personal business. Nothing to do with us. We have no interest in relishing Radharani's separation mood or, trying to understand all these things. For us, we just want to serve her. Right? We don't have any personal agenda in this thing. But Krishna has his agenda because he's Rasik Shekar. He's the relisher of all rases. If he's unable to do like so, then his title is failed. And that is the whole problem, actually. The whole point is that when he realizes that, I see that Radha can relish love much more than me, but I am the Rasik Shekar. I am the Ras Bihari. But looks like not. So my reputation will be, stained, spoiled. I have to quickly come to the point of being able to realize and relish everything as Radha does, because she's the top relisher. Then he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then comes all those three desires, internal, external, all these things. Right? Okay, but a little more of Brajalila. Brajalila is very sweet like butter. Sweet and soft like butter and mishri mixed together. This is what Krishna most liked to eat, right?
Mishri.
Mishri.
Well,
Mishri is the candy.
Candy.
Broken. Small crystals mixed with noni. You know noni? Noni is the...
telling us Mahaprabhu.
Yeah. Actually, noni is makhan. We call in Braj it's called noni. It's the real makhan made from yogurt that is very fluffy, very white, like snow almost.
Yeah, right.
And very sweet. And then mixed with a little bit of No, Mishpuri, Hindi. Every morning, the first thing, as soon as Yashoda, wakes Krishna up, gives push that in his mouth immediately.
After waking up, we get
Immediately.
butter with mystery.
Yeah, immediately. And then he's chewing, and he takes a little bit nap again. And then again, Yashoda is calling him, and then he's going for his business. Okay. Now, this material world is full of controversies, right? This material world, all time controversies. But if we say that the material world is a reflection of the spiritual world, it means that in the spiritual world, controversies also must exist, right? That's the origin of controversy, especially Goloka Vrindavan. So if we think here we have a lot of controversies, there we have much more. So I'm going to describe one very sweet controversy from Vrindavan. One day, one of Krishna's friends, he is becoming doubtful about who really Krishna is. And then he comes to the friends in the forest when everyone is together. And then he is asking, my friends, I'm having a doubt. Is Krishna a Gopa or a Vanachari? Means, is Krishna a cowherd boy or a forest dweller? Vanachari means forest dweller.
Like the Pulinda girls, like the.
Yes, like
not
that.
really
Yeah.
in the castle.
Yeah, definitely. Forest dwellers means those who live in forest, in tribes and things like that, but not in villages or cities, not in places with houses or big things or roads. No, in the middle of the forest. And some sakas say, what type of question is this? Of course, he's a Gopa. Don't you see every day he comes with us? He grazing the cows. His father has 900 cows, 900,000 cows. And every day he's milking the cows, he's taking care of the cows. His name is Gopala. His name is Govinda, So, what happened? Okay, no problem. So,
Sound by noise in done.
then that Saka he's saying, no, listen carefully. Actually, he's doing all these activities of a Gopa. But it seems to me that this is only external. Seems to me actually that he's only disguising as a Gopa. How can you say so? Say, think with me for a moment. In the morning, Krishna leaves home and he comes with us taking the cows, right? As soon as he arrives in the forest, what he does? He finds an excuse and he goes away and he leaves us taking care of the cows. After many hours, he comes back. And how he comes back? Completely covered with forest flowers. So many decorations. Crown, earrings, garlands, full of forest flowers. And then one Saka is asking, what do you think he's doing? Another Saka is saying, I know what he's doing. He's meeting with our sisters. And he's decorating them with forest flowers, and they are decorating him with forest flowers. I say, oh my God, I never thought about it, they said. Okay, not only that, after he comes, he quickly takes his meal, he does picnic with us because he's very hungry. Then he takes his nap, and then again, he says, let us take the cows back. And he gives some excuse, and again he's escaping. And when we are about to reach Vrindavan, again he appears behind. Then he goes home, he takes bath, he takes prasadam, and he goes to his room, but he only pretends to be asleep. For just, 1 hour or so, he's taking rest. And when everyone else is asleep, he's jumping the window and again going to the forest. So I think Krishna uses his house just as an artist used the dressing room. His life is on the stage, where he acts, where he lives. The dressing room is a very, brief moment where he's only preparing himself, but he's going to act somewhere else. Oh, Baba, big problem. Now all sakas, they are in big dilemma. Then they say, yes, but uh, how can we say that Krishna, he's not a Gopa? He is definitely a Gopa. And then he's saying, oh, we have to find out what it is. So now, I am asking all of you, what do you think? Is Krishna a Gopa or a Vanachari? Those who are in favor of him being a Gopa, please raise your hand. No one thinks he's a Gopa? Okay. Who thinks he's a Vanachari? Please raise your hand. 1, 2. Still some.
Yeah, there must be a third option.
Okay, those who think he's both.
And something.
What is the third one?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's
no third one.
Something of his story.
There is no third one.
He what?
But he's born.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harvatarayami.
Yes, but caste is not by birth. Caste is by behavior, by character.
Okay.
But although he's born as a Gopa, he behaves as a Vanachari. Huh?
But there was some, I don't know who was Swami, that Mother Yasoda said maybe he's not my boy, he's not my child. He was, or some gopis said he was found in some tree.
And 3 hole, yeah.
In some tree.
Well, that is a joke. That is a joke. That's a joke. They're teasing Krishna. The Sakas are teasing Krishna, saying that he's black and his parents are white, and he was hung in the 3 hole. Okay, let's see what Srila Gurudev has to say about it. Gurudev is saying, why does Krishna graze cows? Does anyone know why Krishna is grazing cows? He's the son of a king. He does not need to graze cows. Have you thought about it? Nanda Maharaj is a king.
Yeah, the palace.
Has many servants.
He's living in the palace.
Live in a palace.
Yeah.
Like a king.
Krishna is a prince.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen prince grazing cows? So the answer is that Krishna only goes for cow grazing as a pretext. And what is that pretext?
Radharani, he
To
died.
give Radharani.
He died.
Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Krishna wants to meet with the gopis in the forest. That's the only reason why he's taking the cows. He actually does not need, and also he does not even want it. He loves the cows. He's definitely a cow protector. He's definitely Gopala, Govinda. But we are also cow lovers. But that does not make us like cowherd girls, cowherd boys, right? We're not cowherd men, right? But we love cows, right? So you can love cows, you can protect cows, but not be a cowherd boy, right? In this way, Gurudev is saying, the only reason why Krishna is taking the cows is as a pretext. So he's disguising himself as a Gopa because he has to show off to everyone. I am big Gopa. I have my turban, I have my herding stick, I have my rope for tying the calves, otherwise the cow's legs. I have my blanket. Krishna wears his blanket like this, in his shoulder. So that is a very beautiful leelas about blanket. If we have time later, I will tell a very nice siddhanta behind simple, blanket. Now in Srimad Bhagavatam, in Gopi Gita, what the gopis are saying? Dina parikshaye nilakuntale vanaruhananam vibradavritam dhanarajaswalam darshayam muhur manasya smaram virayajasi. Gopis are saying to Krishna, just as the day is declining, you return from the forest. Then we see your face, decorated by dark locks of hair and covered with a thick layer of dust raised by the cow's hooves. Our beloved hero, you repeatedly impress us with your beauty, and thus arouse in our hearts amorous desire to enjoy with you. You know, when Krishna is taking the cows in the morning to the forest, he goes ahead of the cows. He goes ahead of the cows. But when Krishna is bringing the cows back to Vrindavan, he is going behind the cows. Two different darshans. The darshan when he's going, he's fresh from home, just took bath, very nice. But this is like, mother's decoration. When mother comes and combs the boy's hair like this, and girls, as soon as the boy goes out, he does like this, shakes it, makes like this, right? So mother's decoration is not too, rustic, But when Krishna is coming back, he has been decorated by the gopis themselves. He's full of forest flowers, decorations here and there. He's running behind the cows. And that dust coming from the very thin, Vrindavan's soil, it falls upon Krishna. That darshan, the gopis relish much more than the first darshan. Even they curse Lord Brahma, because when they blink, they lose fraction of seconds of Krishna's darshan. And they say, who was the foolish person who created eyelids? Who is that person? Who was able to foolish creator? He did everything and put eyelid. Our darshan of Krishna is being blocked. Fraction of seconds. Still for them is like a millennium, How much time we have arrived of Krishna's darshan just in a blink of an eye. Then there is another verse from Bhagavatam that says, Lord Krishna's hair, powdered with the dust raised by the cows, was decorated with the peacock feather and forest flowers. The Lord glanced charmingly and smiled beautifully, playing upon his flute, while his compeers chanted his glories. The gopis all together came forward to meet him, their eyes very eager to see him. Now let's see what Krishna says about himself. Right? So this must be the final proof, right? Who he is. If he's a Gopa or a Vanachari. And let us see who is going to win. I think no one was in favor of him being a Gopa, right? We had few for Vanachari and even more for nothing. Or maybe both. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 24-24. The verse says, Nana puro jana pada nagraman nagriha vayam vanaukasastata nityam vana shaila nivasinaha. Krishna is telling to Nanda Maharaj, my dear father, our home is not the cities, not the villages, not the towns. Being forest dwellers, we always live in the forests and in the hills.
No third option.
So therefore, what Srila Bhakti Thakur is saying? Yamuna tira vanachari. So Krishna is a real vanachari. By heart. By heart.
There is a meaning of Vanamali also.
Vanachari.
Vanamali.
What's the meaning of
Garden.
The garland.
Garden of the
Vana
forest.
Mali?
I don't know. Wait, what is your point?
He's asking
What is the meaning of Vanamali? Vana means forest and Mali.
Gardener.
Gardener of the
Yeah.
forest.
Yes. It can be gardener, it can be like garland, it can be like this. Good? Okay. Yes.
Still, like
Krishna is the whole universe.
How?
He's in all over. Where is he's not there? He's always present.
Really?
Huh?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Yes.
Krishna is bigger than the universe.
Yeah?
He's bigger than the universe.
He-
He is not. No. Listen. In fact, he is and he is not everywhere.
oh.
He is not everywhere. He's not everywhere because he has only one body. And that body is in Goloka Vrindavan. Okay? He is one.
Okay.
He's indivisible. But he is everywhere through his expansions as Paramatma. So Paramatma, Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, he is inside of every atom.
Yes.
He is all pervading, but not Krishna.
Oh.
If you open
Paramatma.
Paramatma.
Okay.
If you open the atom, you don't see Krishna. You see Paramatma there, right? But Paramatma is Krishna's representative. So Krishna is everywhere through Paramatma and Brahman also. The effulgence Brahman is also all-pervading, and this is how Krishna can be everywhere and at the same time be in one place.
Mm.
Right? This is the Siddhanta from the Vedas, from the Bhagavatam. Then the gopis they recite a very beautiful verse for in Gopi Gita they say Brajavano kasam vyaktirangate brijinahantryalam vishwamangalam tyajamanakchanas swajanaridurujam yamanishudanam. They say, oh beloved, your all auspicious appearance vanquishes the distress of those living in the forest of Braja. Our minds long for your association. Please give to us just a bit of that medicine which counteracts the disease in a devotee's heart. So the gopis are also like forest dwellers. The gopis are also most of time in forest as well, right? As heart by heart, they are also forest dwellers. That is why the gopis are saying, your appearance vanquishes the distress of the Brajavanokasam. Brajavanokasam is the Vanacharis, the forest dwellers. Who are the forest dwellers who are actually having their heart burning by not seeing Krishna, right? The gopis especially. So in this way, we now understood. So now to conclude this pastime, there is a beautiful also evidence from Lord Shiva. Actually, this is from Narada Pancharatra. And Lord Shiva, he says to Narada Muni, Vane vanachari patu vrindavana vinodini sarvatra samtantam patu sarvishya virajasri. This is a prayer. It's a very beautiful prayer that Lord Shiva is telling to Narada. He says, may Sri Radha, the forest-dwelling goddess. So Radha is the forest-dwelling goddess who delights in Vrindavan, protect me in the forest. May she, the supreme goddess of all, the ruler beyond material existence, always protect me everywhere. So this is a prayer from Lord Shiva, and he's saying directly that Radha, she is the goddess of the forest dwellers. That is why Krishna is a forest dweller, because Radha is his queen. Yesterday we have coronated both of them. If you haven't heard this lecture yesterday, you take the recordings. It's an amazing lecture and very, very difficult to find. Unless you go to the book, hardly people speak that. Hardly.
Which book?
Madhava Mahotsava, Jiva Goswami.
You can buy in
It's not common, no? It's not.
It's available everywhere. I mean, it's available.
you can buy in
Online.
You can buy in
You can
Neubauer.
buy, you can, I mean,
Like
it's
that?
available. No.
No.
You're right. No.
Only Gurudev's books are there. And Gurudev never published this.
Okay.
Actually, you know how many books Gurudev has on his own?
Thousands. I don't know.
Only
I
one.
try to collect
Only one.
only one.
Yes. On his own, only one.
Okay.
This is the biography of Param Gurudev
Okay.
that he wrote from beginning to end. Everything else is actually the Goswami's books that he commented.
Oh wow.
Yes. Shik Shastra Kamopade Shamrita, Bhajan Rahasya, and so on. Gopi Git, Ras Panchatai,
I found
his commentaries.
Yeah, I found even on Korean language.
Yeah, we have many languages. And other books are a compilation of lectures. He didn't pen it.
So much. Yeah.
You want to listen more pastimes or are you hungry? You want to...
We are hungry
Stop
for
and
hungry for
unstamps the blanket.
Oh,
I'm
blanket.
also hungry.
Thank you for reminding me.
Gangadhar needs food soon.
Yes.
No?
Thank you for
Always. We need to feed Gangadhar soon. I dragged them out of the home. I'm so sorry. Madhika Harikatha. I'm hungry too. I'm just using it as an excuse.
But I'm a little bit confused now
Welcome to
Okay.
the
because
Let us disconfuse.
Oh.
because
We have in Portuguese at least. I'm just translating directly to
Yeah.
English.
It's useful.
there's sometimes we hear Krishna, or the family of Krishna, they are Vaishyas from the caste, and now when he's a forest dweller, then he's kind of an outcast.
Outcast, yes.
Oh.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
He does not belong to any of these castes. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us, na? Naham vipro na chanarapati na pi vaishyo na shudro. Naham varinacha griha patir nova nasto yatirva. Kintu prajam nikhila paramananda purnamrita vidir gopi bhartu pada kamalayo dasa dasa anu dasa. So what Mahaprabhu is saying, I am not a brahmachari, I am not a grihastha, I am not a sannyasi, I am not a vanaprashta. I am not a shudra, I am not a vaishya, I am not a kshatriya, I am not a brahmana. Who I am? I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the beloved of the gopis, Shri Krishna. So, in fact, all these material designations, this is what they want to break with. We should not look at this. So, of course, God cannot be, any of these, right? So, He's always, you see, how to understand these leelas is like that. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives a very nice example. He says, Krishna has to create a platform, he has to create a rule so that he can step on it and break it and contradict it, right? So he makes the four varnas, but at the same time he's saying that you have to give up these four varnas. He establishes himself as a Vaishya, as a Gopa, but at the same time he's breaking, saying, no, I am a forest dweller, right? So this is how Brajalila works. Brajalila has a platform that looks like real and truthful, but in fact, Krishna is going to, erase that very easy and establish something completely different all the time. And this is the beauty and magic of Brajalila.
You say this is all illusion?
Sorry?
Illusion?
Illusion.
The whole illusion. The whole world and all the activities in the
No illusion.
Ulok.
Bhagavan's.
No, I'm not getting your. What is your question? What is
He's
your point?
meaning that it's an illusion what is really going on, but this
Yes.
is not a fact.
We could say it is an illusion. At the same time, we cannot say. For example, What is the meaning of Maya? Maya has two meanings. There is always left and right side. One meaning of Maya is that which is not. Means which is unreal. What we call illusion, right? That which is not. That's something that you look like, seems to be something, but as soon as you come closer, it's not that, right? Like a mirage. But Maya has another meaning. That means what can be measured.
Cannot be measured.
Can be.
Can be measured?
Yes.
Oh,
what
yeah.
can be measured.
Because Krishna cannot be measured.
No. What can be measured.
Yeah.
What can be measured. So, in that sense, Krishna cannot be measured.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's not illusion, it's not Maya. These pastimes. Understand?
But Maya exists also in the spiritual world. It says
So Maya,
she
of
makes
course.
it much beautiful.
Yeah.
So in spiritual world also exists illusion.
Definitely. This is called Yoga Maya.
Yeah, but this illusion goes all
But
through.
this illusion is different than what happens here, right? What happened is very, very different type of illusion. There, the illusion works in the sense to make Krishna forget that he is God, right? So he can act in a human level. That is how illusion works. Apart from that, everything is real. Everything is real. Everything is running in a realistic way. In this material world, we say that everything is an illusion, but not because things are not existing, but because things are just temporary. That is why it's called illusion. It is not illusion because we are not actually seeing these, because these might not exist, as many quantum physicists or Buddhists try now to convince us that matter does not exist. This is only, a type of programming in your brain, because there is no surface. If you start looking inside, you never find the surface. You just go through. And the Buddhists also, they say everything is like a dream. Nothing exists. But it's not true. Everything exists. That's why we have karmic reactions. That's why we reincarnate. Because whatever we do, this is for real. And this is not a joke. This is a sofa, and this is red color. As long as I'm not daltonic, this is red color. And if I put it to break, things have rules and things have, laws of nature, as God established it. But the only thing is it is not eternal, it's temporary. And when we say this is a world of illusion, it means a temporary world.
Temporary.
And this is not our home, this is not our real place, this is not our even origin. That's why we call this an illusion. In the sense that we think this is our real place. No, it is true. Everything is true. Nothing is a lie. Nothing is fabricated by some matrix or any type of, mystical software engineer. Not like that. Everything is real and truth, made by Maya. Maya is a divine energy of Krishna. Prakriti.
Energy.
This energy exists. Maya is real. It exists. It creates real objects. But the only fact is, it is temporary. So we cannot rely upon it. Everything in this world is temporary. The relationships also,
All are changing.
the emotions, not only the physical objects. The non-physical objects also are temporary. Everything, our positions, our relationships, our bodies, our mind, our emotions, everything is always temporary, always changing, right? That's why we call it illusionary. But it is not false, and it is not like a mirage. It's not like a mirage. This is for real.
But one thing is real and unchangeable. One thing.
Illusion is real. Because the illusion holds us in the material world. Therefore, it's real.
Illusion is
Is-
real.
is it-
Reality is
Yeah.
illusion. Yeah.
It's real.
Paramatma is real. So to say. It's the
Yes, definitely.
So by fact, if we say it's
Padma-
Maya,
Ma-
it's not necessarily must be illusion, but can be measured.
Yes, can be. Definitely.
Can you
When we
say,
hear from the gurus, it's not necessarily must be exactly illusion when we hear Maya.
Or the definition of the illusion.
Yeah.
A matrix means web is like a net, like
It not means we're not supposed to take it seriously if it's Maya.
in a net.
Again, sorry, what is that?
Hence, we're supposed to take it actually seriously when
Seriously, definitely.
Maya.
Definitely seriously. That's why if you do sadhana, you get a result.
Mm.
If the whole world is false, in the sense that nothing is meaningful, what's the point of doing sadhana to be liberated then? That's why the Buddhists, they just sit and close their eyes. But I have a much better solution. Harakiri. Then why sitting and finish yourself quickly?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna waste more time? If there is nothing,
Waste of energy.
kill yourself. Why not?
Yeah.
No, we must write big books. We must go and convince everyone. Then you are against your own philosophy. Then,
Yeah,
right?
Mm.
So these people are very, very, very contradictory.
yes, that's for sure.
Very contradictory.
Actually, atheists.
Like you remind me someone.
Oh,
You remind me face. Your face reminds me Jiddu Krishnamurti.
Yes.
And, please don't feel offended, okay?
I can.
It's a
Yeah.
compliment for him.
But it's just physically, I don't know about what are your beliefs, okay? But Krishnamurti says something that is like completely, He says he actually wrote a book proving that there is no need to write any book. It's true, because the whole knowledge is already inside of you, and everything is automatically self-manifested. So don't read any book. Only read this book.
The bestseller.
The bestseller, of course. From the small castles of Great Britain, he's writing. No, Krishnamurti, he's one of these people who want to destroy what God created. Atheistic people, envious people. We call these people envious, towards God. They see this marvelous, wonderful thing that no one else could do. I mean, apart from God, and they say, no, it's just by accident.
They think so. They think it's still it is possible to
Yeah.
build a house, some like.
And they say, you are crazy. You believe that God created everything. I say, you can be more crazy if you think that everything was not created by anyone and just by chance. You must be more crazy than me. How by chance these things can happen? Not possible. Better to be crazy thinking that someone else made it, right? Then everything came by chance. I mean,
If to open the room, and threw away grenade inside, like big explosion. After explosion, it will be not something like development.
exactly. Exactly.
There's so many misconceptions in the spiritual, because many people call themselves spiritual
Yes.
and it's esoteric
Yes. But they are not.
society.
They are very
and they have
materialistic.
all these misconceptions,
Yes.
and they don't have real knowledge, and I think it's very dangerous.
Very, very. And you know what is more dangerous?
Oh, what do
Just 1 second. What is
Please.
more dangerous? He just mentioned about the Big Bang. The new discovery, just maybe 2 months back, that actually the Big Bang didn't happen. Now the scientists are discussing and showing this.
Yeah, because eternity was not counted with it. They don't
Yeah.
recognize eternity.
You see what they have relied upon, for centuries. They are now debunking.
But I have a question in context to this. This the whole time I think about this one side, or Atma is eternal. This is something. But at the same time, we have this limited time to live in the body, and then we have to leave, and do things like this. And what is with the time in which context is the time in the Maya? Maya is measurable, but we live in a measurable.
Soul is also measurable. Soul is a finite individual. Soul is
no measurable, yes, but the time, how long exists soul?
Soul is eternal.
Yes. But still, God
created it. Okay, this is a very common type of paradox. This is achintya. Yeah, achintya.
Yeah, do we was in spirit or
for us? No, we were not. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
But the thing is, this is achintya, means it's inconceivable for us. With our mind, this is inconceivable with our mundane. We need spiritual realization to understand how something which is eternal could be created at some point. This is the paradox, okay? So, because the original concept is only Vedabit, for Krishna, for Krishna is only Vedabit. In Jaiva Dharma, Babaji Maharaj explains, the original concept is Vedabit. It gets achintya Vedabit for us. It's inconceivable for us, not for Krishna, not for the self-realized ones. So we cannot understand everything by language and by reason. We need to get realization.
No, in the Shastras, no instruction, no something.
No, it stops. In Jaiva Dharma, when this discussion comes, Babaji says, we can't explain. There is even one example called Arundhati Nyaya, you know? Arundhati Nyaya is when you use the Arundhati constellation to point out about the Great Bear one. I mean, this is like a logic example that to show something, you have to use something else as an example. Otherwise, like Shakachandra Nyaya. You want to show the moon, and then you say the moon is touching the tip of the tree's branch. It's not touching the fact. In fact, you're just using it as a language. Because we cannot come and express transcendental matter in this material world. So there is a limit for the language, for everything. So we have to have realization. We have to practice. Then we will complete our studies, our understanding, only at that moment. Now we can go only to a certain point.
Krishna is unlimited. You cannot understand by words. Or sometimes
Just cannot be
by
measured.
moods.
Yeah, exactly. Just cannot be measured. That's why.
Krishna needs to come to your Jaiva Dharma.
What about music? Sound. The sound vibration is the time. Time does not exist.
No, exist. Why not?
Yeah. And then we
music needs time. No, without time, how can you?
There's always
music is
a now, and then go in some direction. We sing, and if we stop, then it is no more there.
I'm not getting your point.
No, it's okay. I cannot.
In Srimad Bhagavatam,
the time
is Sudarshan. Sudarshan, this is the person who referred to the Krishna and came to the natural world.
Time I know generally, about time, but not in context to a Maya. To this measurable belief, eternal, something eternal, immeasurable, unlimited.
How can be internal? Be in the material limited world.
The spiritual world, the time is liberate you, and here in the material time is cover you, give misery to you. And the spiritual world is a cause of liberation and joy and bliss, eternal bliss. It's the eternal transcendental time.
Yes. Anyway, I think we should wrap up and come back to the point, because I'm not going to go too far with these things.
We didn't get the
but
example.
This gentleman will hold this. Yeah.
Yes, we see this. What is this?
Clay pot.
No, this is a lamp.
Okay, a lamp.
Needling.
Yeah, lamp. Yeah.
This is a lamp for
Clay lamp, but from clay.
clay lamp, you know.
Right.
Clay lamp.
But I think Govinji wants to tell something.
We say this is clay lamp on this thing, the thing, but actually it is mud.
What?
Mud.
Mud.
Made from mud.
Clay.
No. That is you are using the language thing.
What place
But
or-
what is means what it is made of,
Okay.
what it is used for, what it was made by, whom. That there are many whats. So you cannot just say
If you
this is
if
clay.
you question like this, the last thing is mud.
Not
No.
necessarily. Mud is the ingredient. That's
Ingredient.
it.
Ingredient.
Yeah, bus. But now
But
it's shaped.
you-
Is it
the
shaped
shape,
as a
yes.
lamp? So it became a lamp.
Lamp.
It's also a lamp
Like we people
made by clay.
made by something, some shape, and made through the Atman.
Your examples are Mayavadis.
Yeah.
It's not our philosophy is very different than that. Very different. Very different. But maybe later we can discuss this point. Otherwise, it's too much philosophy, no? Now
Yeah,
too much.
you cannot call the
Yes.
leaf the paper or the tree, right?
It's okay. It's
Mercy
okay.
now. We need mercy.
Thank you.
Now I'm describing the last pastime, and then you feed them. Otherwise, they will also be angry on me. Why is speaking too long?
But we should really come
No,
to
no,
Tribal
no.
Dharma group. I think he's really like Maharaj
Yeah.
has a nice WhatsApp group for studying together. He's giving lectures.
I'm already
You're in there.
member.
It's so good.
Yes.
I know you never see me, but I'm following. I love
It's
it.
a very systematic study.
Yeah.
Point by point, word by word. I mean, and then I give also questions to refresh from previous class to make people absorb. We discuss. It's very, very.
And who's interested could join because I see questions.
You can share with them the link of the group.
Okay.
Also, my personal English WhatsApp group. You can
Okay.
share these both links.
I will do that.
Anyone can join. Okay.
Absolutely
You're welcome.
worth it. Yes. Very good.
So now, as the request of our dear Arundhati Didi, we are going to listen about the blankets of Krishna.
Yeah.
There's a huge science behind blankets and things.
Great. Yeah.
So I will begin reading text 93 from Padavali of Rupa Goswami. That says, O Lord Krishna, I pray that the remnants of your food may become as palatable to me as a woman's lips are to a materialist. I pray that the narrations of your pastimes may become as sweet to my ears as the words of a young girl are to a materialist. I pray that the sight of your transcendental form may become as pleasing to my eyes as the beauty of a young bride is to her husband. I pray that I may always chant your holy names in the same way that a lover reads aloud a letter from his long separated beloved. So just to bring some inspiration to us, how we can twist our vision from enjoying everything to offering everything for Krishna's enjoyment. So, from this verse, we understand that Krishna consciousness essentially means to fall in love with Krishna and give up our attachment for Maya, for what is temporary. So, now, sorry, because I did not prepare this. There is some introduction which is not, I'm not going through all this now. So let me come to the pastime. Okay. So it is described that whenever Radharani she sees Krishna's dark blanket lying or hanging somewhere, her eyes immediately fill with deep love and she experiences ecstatic symptoms. So the blanket of Krishna is also an udipan. Udipan means a stimulus. Okay? Very powerful udipan, even for Radha. By looking Krishna's blanket, Krishna's chadar, we mean to say, Krishna's chadar, it can awake love for him. Actually, in the culture of Vrindavan, Braj, to wear a blanket on your shoulder, it means a sign of seniority and also respect, right? And if you take your blanket, your chadar, and you wrap as a turban on your head, it is even more respected person. Like the elders, and the authorities, they always wear a blanket on their shoulder, in summer or winter, doesn't matter. Rupa Goswami Pad also has his blanket. Actually, all the Goswamis, they also have blankets. And they keep like this. So, in Braj, we say that if you love someone, you love their belongings more than you love your own self. So in this way, Radha, she also uses a blanket in her pastimes with Krishna. In one dark moon night, Radha and her gopis friends, they assemble in a room in Javad, in her house in Javad. She was resting, and then she rose from sleep. Her friends helped dress her and wrap her in dark clothes. Because she's going to run at night in the forest to meet with Krishna. So they dressed her in dark clothes, in a dark blue sari and blouse, choli, and also the braid was made also with dark musk on her body and dark blue ornaments like sapphires and other jewels, all dark. And they also cover her with a dark black shawl or chadar. So you could see in Europe in the medieval times the Knight Templars, the how to say this,
It's an order.
The order.
yeah, the order, and they wear this black hoods, with a long thing like this. Yes. So Radharani, she's almost like that. She's completely wrapped in a black blanket, completely, to disguise herself. So in the Gandharva Sampartanashtakam song, this
Yes.
yeah, Rupa Goswami, yes. I tried to get the first verse. Anyway. So then there is a verse that says, no, there is no need. It's not needed. Just for curiosity. The verse says, O goddess who strongly wishes to meet her lover, when will I arrange for your blissful nocturnal meeting with the son of the king of Braj in the grove, by covering your body with a cloud blue shawl, and by removing the ankle bells from your feet? So Radha, she is also wrapped in a black blanket or dark blue shawl. And Krishna also, he has, because he's the leader, right? So he must have his chadar. So while grazing the calves, Krishna and Balaram, they play with their friends in so many different ways. Sometimes they throw stones at fruits in the trees, and when the fruits fall, they kick them around, right? They toss them like a game of throwing and catching. Sometimes they imitate the fighting of the bulls. This is one type of play they do. In Brazil, there is a very famous popular festival that people they create like a half bull body with the head and the horn, and then a cloth covering like this, and they enter inside and they move as if it was like a bull. So Krishna also plays like this. And how they disguise? They cover themselves with a blanket and they bend their backs, and then they put their arms, and then they imitate like the bulls. And then they start to fight among themselves, hitting their heads and things like that. They charge, at each other like. So the blankets appear in so many of Krishna's pastimes in subtle ways. For example, after Krishna chastised the Kaliya serpent by jumping into the Yamuna river and fighting him, he emerged soaking wet. As described in Krishna book, he was shivering from the cold. Mother Yashoda dried him off and wrapped him in soft blankets. But even then, he was still shivering. So then he climbed up to warm himself on the sun. One morning, both Yashoda and Jogmaya, Purnamasi, they came to wake Krishna as usual. But on that day, he barely stirred in response to their calls. Instead, he pulled a blanket over his head and he moaned, "I feel sick today. So let me sleep." In the forest called Kamaravan in Vrindavan. Not Kanyavan, but Kamaravan. Kamara means blanket. So there is a forest where there was a nice pastime with the blanket. This pastime was described by Surdas. You know who is Surdas? The famous poet.
The
Yeah,
blind poet.
famous poet. Blind, yes.
His son was Vitala? Vitala? No.
I'm not sure.
I was singing about the person of Krishna as if he butter and
Yeah, and you could see how the deities were dressed.
and he was going to Ganga Muni, and Ganga Muni said, you need no darshan, you will see everything here.
Yeah.
You have to see him before.
And he composed that very beautiful song about Kaliya dance, no?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. Anyhow, this pastime was described by Surdas when he was in Samadhi. And it is a place called Chandasar in Vrindavan. It was a very chilly winter day in Vrindavan. Krishna and his cowherd boy friends were herding cows near Govardhan Hill. From there, Krishna sent a secret message to Sri Radha to meet him in the nearby Kamaravan. So Krishna sent a message to Radha to meet him in another forest nearby called Kamaravan. The message was delivered by one of Krishna's cowherd friends. Now, most of Krishna's cowherd boys have little to do with the young girls of Vrindavan. But there is a special class of boys who facilitate Radha and Krishna's meetings. These are called the Priya Narma Sakas, right? And the head of them is Subal and Ujjwal. Both are the heads of the Priya Narma Sakas. Priya Narma Sakas, what they do? They can connect Krishna with gopis. Means they act a little bit in Madhurya Rasa. But they don't stay. They don't stay. They deliver the message, they do some arrangements, and they leave. They don't stay in the Kunja with Radha and Krishna. So in this way, in this winter day, after Krishna sent him this message, he was there waiting for Radharani in this Kamaravan. And the air was very chilly. So Krishna was carrying with him a very thick blanket at that time. So when he came to the very secret place where he told Radharani to come, she was not there. She was not there. And then he was waiting, and he was walking from one side to the other side, waiting for her. And then he took his blanket and he made, a sit, he put as on the floor so that he could sit on top of a large rock. And then he was waiting. But unfortunately, after many hours, Radha did not arrive. So Krishna, he became despondent. And one thing about Krishna is that he is very sad when he is alone. He can't be alone. He must be with someone. No matter from which rasa associates, he must be with someone. He never liked to be alone. So that he writes like this. Now he's waiting for Radha for many hours. This is something very rare also, because usually she waits for him, right? Not that he waits for her. So then when Krishna is about to leave, he's about to decide to leave. Say, I can't wait more for her. He hears some sound of broken, dry branches on the floor, as if someone is walking, in the forest. And then he's thinking, oh, it must be Radharani. But she was very late. Then what happened? So, actually, Radharani, she was blocked by Jyotila. Jyotila was very suspicious. So she locked Radharani at home, did not allow her to leave home. So, in that particular day, she could not leave to meet with Krishna. So, then after some time, what happened? That when Krishna, he heard, as soon as he saw Radharani, he rushed towards her and embraced her and then took her to another place. After some time, what happened was that he found out that he forgot his blanket over there. He forgot his blanket there. Just 1 second.
Wait. It's coming. To be continued.
Yeah, I was not. I didn't prepare. Sometimes I have some rough texts, things like this.
So it's for tomorrow. Have the complete version.
Just a little bit more. It will be finished. So actually, there was a mistake. Radha, she didn't come yet. Before that, there is something. Before Radha arrives, Krishna, he thinks, I'm sending my flute sound to call for Srimati Radhika. And Krishna takes the flute and says, my friend, you are my last hope. Please deliver a message to Sri Radha that I am on the edge of the cliff, about to leave my body. And if she does not come, I will fall. When the flute heard this, automatically the flute entered in samadhi without making any sound, any note. The flute quickly delivered the message to Srimati Radhika. But Radha, she was already very close by. As soon as she got the message of Krishna, she came. And then she saved Krishna. And then comes that thing that I told about the sound. And then Krishna, when he sees her, Krishna runs and embraces her. Now you might ask, why they have to embrace each other? They cannot just feel prema, contemplation, meditation. I love you, okay, no problem. Why we cannot do that? Because Radha, she's the embodiment of love. right? She's the embodiment of Mahabhav. Every pore of Radharani's body is erupting with prema. And every pore of Krishna is full of senses because he's absolute sense, right? There is no differences. He can hear from his foot, he can taste from his hand. It's an absolute sensorial experience. So he wants to embrace Radha because he wants that every pore of his body should experience that love which is in every pore of Radharani's body. Then he embraces her and he tries to actually merge her inside of him so that he can have that full experience. And that's why we come to the point of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When they merge together, then they become really one in one body, right? So in this way, they spend like the whole many hours together, walking in the forest, playing together, joking. Then finally, at the end of the day, Radha went back to Javat. And Krishna, he was like in trance. Like when you fall in love, you just keep walking, like meaninglessly, in the forest or anywhere, just, like lost in thoughts. So Krishna, he was like that, just lost in thoughts of Radha, he was just walking. Then suddenly, it's a little bit cold, like the, evening is approaching, sunset. It's getting cold, some chilly wind is coming. Where is my blanket? Oh my God, I forgot my blanket. Now Krishna, he's wondering, where is my blanket? And he could not remember where he left it because he was wandering for so many places. So he could have left in Kamaravan, he could have left before in Govardhan when he was with the cowherd boys. Now completely under the effect of like the spell of Radharani's presence, he has no idea how to remember where he left his blanket. And then he found a small group of gopis in the forest. And they were there. They were cleaning, collecting some woods, things like this. Krishna comes, my dear friends, have you seen my winter blanket somewhere in the forest? You were always wandering here and there. Although they were very shy, they took the opportunity to actually talk to Krishna. It's not always that, they're not like a selected group. They're like pulling the girls, I mean to say. Then one gopi said, oh, actually a very strong wind blew your blanket away inside of the Yamuna. And I saw it was floating in the current, in the stream. Now it must be very far away. But then another gopi came and said, no, I think that was not his blanket. Actually, on our way here, we saw actually two cows chewing his blanket. One cow from one side, another cow from the other side. They were chewing his blanket. I think that was his blanket. Then a third gopi said, no. Krishna, don't worry. Why you worry just for a small piece of cloth? And I can give you a new chadar. You just play your flute and dance for us. Why worry about old chadar? I give a new one, but you have to play your flute and dance. But Krishna was not in a good mood for joke and play. And he was trying to find his chadar. So he left the gopis and he continued walking in the forest. Walking a little bit more. Who he found on the way? Durvasa Rishi. I am assuming everyone knows the personality of Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa Rishi, he is a very powerful yogi, but he is very moody. He can be very easily angry and curse and do many, many bad things to you. So then, yes. So then Durvasa Rishi, he looked at Krishna with a very, what to say,
Neglect.
when a child did some very mischievous thing, naughty thing, and you ask if the child did that, and his face will be denying,
Suspicious?
but suspicious. Yes. So then Durvasa Rishi, he comes to Krishna and say, Krishna, where is your blanket? And Krishna, he understands that, oh my God. He saw his blanket was on the shoulder of Durvasa Rishi.
No.
Durvasa Rishi found it on the way in the forest. And Krishna knows that he has to be very careful with Durvasa Rishi. He cannot, disobey him, displease him. Otherwise, God knows what type of curse he would receive. You know that Krishna, he left this world due to the curse of Durvasa. No? Durvasa, he asked Krishna to spread sweet rice all over his body, but he didn't put to his foot. That was when he got the arrow. Anyhow, Krishna was feeling some troubles are coming. Mm-hmm. And then Krishna, he folds his hand very respectfully and say, "Oh Muni, that was my blanket." And you found it. You know, as a Vaishya, my duty is to serve the Brahmanas. So please, keep it for you. I'm very happy if you accept this as a humble donation. Whatever you have now belongs to you. Business. You know the principles of Dharma better than anyone. So you know that, by serving the Brahmanas, we get liberation. So please, do whatever you want with my blanket. I don't mind. I was not even looking for it anymore. I was going home. I obey this to you. Jai Muni. So Durvasa was very pleased because he's Ashutosh. You know Ashutosh? You can be very easily pleased and very disturbed as well. So Durvasa, he was satisfied with Krishna's humility. And then Durvasa said, yes, I will accept this. He thought to himself, I will definitely keep because this is Krishna's Mahaprasad. He knows who is Krishna. He's not a ordinary Rishi. He knows Krishna is good. So definitely I will keep this for me. And then he knew that if he used that chadar, he himself would be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. So in this way, this is then Durvasa Rishi. Then Krishna paid his obeisance to Durvasa, and then they left. So Surdas, what he says is that, oh my friends, see, Sri Radha is the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, and his beloved is a very simple cowherd boy. Sri Radha sits in a singhasana, and his beloved sits in the tree branch. Radha uses a golden blanket, chadar, and Krishna uses a black chadar. How Sri Radha is much more beautiful than Krishna. So Radha uses a golden blanket, and Krishna wears a black blanket. Then he says, oh my friend, there is only one good quality in your Krishna, is that by his loving sidelong glances, by Radharani's loving sidelong glances that he receives, is that people respect him. Means people only respect Krishna because he is able to get sidelong glances from Srimati Radhika. Otherwise,
Würde er respektiert
what would
von
be the
allen.
reason to respect Krishna? Now, just to conclude, what is the quality of Krishna's blanket?
The quality?
Quality.
Quality.
The quality of the fabric.
Yeah.
Listen carefully. They are fragrant as sandal oil. And they are also, very warm. And they are called Bal Posh. They are light like a feather, warm like a mother's lap, fragrant like flowers, soft as a newborn baby's skin. This is how Krishna's chadar is. And one last curiosity. There is a very famous market in Bazaar in Vrindavan called Loi Bazaar. You know what Loi means?
Blanket?
Blanket.
Oh, no.
Blankets are the bazaar.
Blanket bazaar.
Blanket.
Actually, the original name of this bazaar was Govinda Bazaar. This bazaar was created when the temple of Govinda Dev was established by Rupa Goswami Pad. Later on, when Jiva Goswami he installed the deities and everything, they created the king from Jaipur. He created this bazaar specific so that the pilgrims could come buy things to bring to the temple. So, as time was developing, the bazaar was developing many years, centuries, or passing by decades. It became very famous for selling a particular type of chadar. So by the time it became famous as the Loi Bazaar, as the bazaar where you find the best chadars. And then it lost its original name as Govinda Bazaar. It then became known as Loi Bazaar, the blanket market.
So,
Lord Premanande.